What was the weirdest thing that has ever happened to you that made you believe that God was real? This video has 1.7 million likes. Not views, likes. I was gonna watch this video yesterday and I forgot. But yesterday, I think it was at like 20,000 likes, which is still a lot of likes. But to go from 20,000 to 1.7 million likes, this must be a pretty incredible video. Let's watch.
What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to you that made you think that God was real? And I'm not talking about believing in some kind of universal energy. I'm talking...
Okay, it's my turn. Yes, God is real. Because he teleported an angel into a gas station bathroom to save my life. When I was 20 years old, I was living in Florida with my boyfriend, now husband, and I was driving home to Missouri for Christmas. My path took me through Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, and onwards. And when I stopped at a gas station in Alabama, I went in to use the bathroom. The women's door was red, it was big, it was squeaky, it was wooden, and it was heavy. And I distinctly remember pushing open this bathroom door, walking in thinking, geez, that's kind of an aggressive door. There were 3 stalls in this bathroom. I check all of them because I always go for the cleanest one. I sit down to do my business and the faucet turns on. Nobody opened that door. That door did not open. This person appeared in this bathroom. So I did what any sane person would do, and I shoved my head under the stall door to peek out and see what the heck was going on. And what I saw were a pair of grandma orthopedic shoes, you know, the grayish, tannish, all one color shoes. I sit up and finish what I'm doing, and I go out there, and there is a beautiful mixed race woman. She's a grandma. She has beautiful caramel skin, and she has the brightest, most piercing green eyes I have ever seen in my entire life.
Wow.
She says to me, young lady, where are you going? I said, I'm going home to Missouri to see my family for Christmas. I said, how about you? She said, I'm going to go see my grandbabies. Go see my grandbabies up in Montgomery. We chatted a minute. I said goodbye, because at this point I'm still freaking out. And she says, young lady, I need you to hear me. I need you to listen. If you hear anything wrong with your car, you need to pull over immediately. Do you hear me? I said, yeah, okay. She's like, no, I need you to hear me. If you hear anything go wrong with your car, you need to stop and pull over. Do you understand? I said, I understand. I backed out through the door, and I swear to God, I stood there, and that door swung back in, and she was gone. And I stood there for 2 minutes just staring at that door, thinking, what just happened? So I get in my little Ford red ZX2 two-door sport coupe, and I get on the road. I do not turn on the radio. I do not keep my phone on me. Everything is silent. I drive for 2 or 3 hours like this, and I'm about to, like, well, this might be crazy. And then I hear tink, tink, tink. The slightest tink I've ever heard in my life. And had I had a radio on, I would have never heard it. And as soon as I heard it, I found the next exit. I pulled off. It was a Casey's gas station in the middle of nowhere of Kentucky. And as soon as I put my car in park, everything started happening with my engine. Tinks, booms, bangs, smoke came out. Come to find out, my timing belt had completely fallen apart. The chain broke. The mechanic later said he'd never seen anything like this. And had that happened when I was driving, I would have lost all power steering. I would have crashed and probably died. So is God real? Heck yes, he's real. Angels are real. And this is my story. Thank you.
What's the weirdest thing?
Wow. That was crazy. I don't know why I like felt the energy through that video. I felt the spirit through that video. I started crying. I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but I literally started crying. Who is this? This is her channel right here. I don't necessarily know. Well, this is her TikTok right here. Miss Spirituality. I don't know what you believe in, Miss Spirituality, but I could tell you that Jesus Christ is Lord. And that was a divine intervention that you encountered. And I think it's so beautiful when we have those moments and when God allows us to experience his presence and his power in that way, because that is something that you will never forget. But I think in our own lives as well, we can all pinpoint a moment where the presence of God was so strong that it was undeniable. And maybe it might have been during a place in our life when our faith wasn't as strong, but God showed up in a mighty way and we will never forget it. I always go back to this story where I was super down, super depressed. I really didn't think I had any value on this earth, to be honest with you. You know, I was living at my parents' house, grown man, didn't go to college, wasn't playing sports anymore, didn't really have anything I felt like to live for. And I was sitting on the carpet in my bedroom at my parents' house. And I had just had some conversations with my best friend, Elliot. And I had just started to go to church with him. And one of the services right before this day, it was a service where our pastor was basically teaching us how to pray. And for me, I didn't have a relationship with God. I didn't have a prayer life. I didn't know what to even talk to God about. But our pastor gave us this guide, which essentially taught us how to pray. And I'm going through this guide. I'm reading the points. And as I get like midway through the list, I just feel the presence of God. And I didn't know what it was. But for some reason in my heart and my spirit, it just felt like it was God was in that room with me. And I just feel this embrace, like somebody's like embracing you, like hugging you, like a bear hug. And it was almost like his head was like on my shoulder. And I heard in my heart, I love you. And I instantly started crying. And it's that moment, I can pinpoint that moment. I can go back to that moment, no matter what I'm going through in my life, whatever doubt, whatever fear, whatever anxiety, whatever lies the devil is trying to tell me, I can always go back and pinpoint that moment. And I know that God is 100% real. And so the moment that she shared, it literally made me cry because it's like, wow. God literally sent an angel to save your life. And I think we've all had similar moments in our life if we really sit down and think about it. That was incredible. I can't believe I just cried. That was crazy. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Like this video, get in my comments. I'm out, y'all.